Hey guys, it's Josh, and I know it's been a while since I recorded, but I'm back, and here I am. A lot of things have kind of happened since then. It's been a couple weeks, but I finished school, which I had done right before I stopped and took a break. But after that, I've taken some time to relax, do some extra things, start working on some personal stuff that had been taking a back seat because I had been working in school and other things like that. First thing I started doing is I started kind of getting back into some of my old hobbies. I enjoy video games a lot, so I have sat down and I've started actually taking those video games and starting to write scripts to start making videos for them. So that is something that should be coming up sooner and later in the future because I am excited to do that. Also have been sitting down and trying to figure out recording schedules and things like that for my own personal stuff, just because that is something that I am excited for and I really wanted to start doing more of. I want to be able to actually create my own content, do my own thing, and to be able to do that, I think the best way is to go ahead and actually start making a schedule, sticking to that schedule, what I want to create, things of that nature. So I've sat down and I created a schedule of what I want to do. I'll kind of post more about that once I have myself a little bit more established. I don't want to actually say anything about that now until I have everything exactly where I want it. I also have set up kind of like some of the video ideas that I have for some of my channels that I want to run, what the concepts are, and also have been setting up some horror stuff that I want to try to establish and work on also here in the future. I am excited to try to create a bunch of different concepts, different ideas, and the biggest thing is I always go back to horror because horror is the thing I enjoy the most of. I enjoy creating horror films, horror concepts, things like that. I think that fear itself being so primal as it is, it makes it so that it creates a lot of a primal reaction. So I think that's why I like it the most myself. So that's something that I've learned to really enjoy. So I'm going to go back to that and create more of that. So between that and other things that I'm doing, I've been trying to really do a lot of things. I've been working. I work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. So I work my 40-hour shift, and that does take up a lot of time when you are trying to split your time between multiple things, including your work, and then your work outside of that, trying to create your brand, trying to find new jobs, things of that nature. So that's stuff I'm doing. I'm also helping a classmate with some logo concepts. I've put together some concepts. They're kind of simple, little bare bones, but I didn't have a whole lot of guidance on what actually was wanted. So I'm starting with that, trying to actually put together some kind of concepts and send that to him and have him give me an idea of if that's something he likes or not. With the guessing game, I don't want to spend a giant amount of time trying to put together and do a bunch of extra details when I don't even know if he's going to enjoy what he's looking for. I'm actually still kind of working through some of my logos here. I like a lot of my logos. I try to keep everything consistent, making everything a circle. But then I realized that some of my name that I want to use for my actual like brand and my business that I want to start, it's just not working with the logo concept that I was putting together. So I was starting to look at other things and starting to look at abbreviations and other things like that. And that's stuff I've been toying with, and I'll be sitting down tomorrow and spending the next couple of days working on. But to kind of give you an idea of what's going on for this channel, I do want to keep doing my vlogs, and it's something I'm going to stick to because I do like the concept of the simple editing through Audition, getting that practice, then going through and showing off some of the things I've done. Gives me a reason to use my GoPro. I've snapped some photos, so I'll be doing some stuff with that. So I'm excited, things of that nature that I'm going to go ahead and show off. So outside of that, it's just one of those things. I do plan on posting Wednesday evenings, Thursday morning-ish in that area once a week. And then I will be posting about other channels that I'll be doing here soon. I'll give you more information about that as time goes on. But yeah, I'm really trying to put together a brand, try to really show off my videos, my concepts, my skills. I'm just really excited there. I think that my future has a lot to show, and I really want to go ahead and take the next step. I enjoy my job, but it's not quite as fulfilling as I wanted it to be. Even now, as I'm getting more and more things to do, taking on more responsibilities with my customers, I find that it's just not as enjoyable as creating video. So that's what I'm going to sit down and do. I'm going to go ahead and edit some photos that I've taken, edit some video, cut that together, and put that together and get some more practice as I'm going to be actually sitting down and having to talk out a whole script. So all this time sitting in front of the mic and talking and practicing will be great practice for that, because I'm going to have to work on my actual delivery and things of that nature, making sure that I keep my levels as close to straight as possible, normalize it in post, obviously, but try to keep my actual delivery as close as possible to a level state, making myself less work in the future, obviously, but then it's just my delivery becomes stronger because of that. But I think that's going to be it for this one. Kind of gave you a spiel what's going on, what I plan to do here in the future. And some of the things, actually, I can sit down and I kind of give you an idea. I actually spent some time, and I went and I drove around the whole thumb of Michigan. I went and I took a trip around and took one highway up that actually wraps around the whole thumb and goes around and comes back down and follows the thumb back around. So I actually went and took a trip there. I scouted out some spots that I'll be going back to once the fall hits to catch the leaves changing. And I actually think about trying to go back in the winter also and check out some of those places, because I think they would look pretty cool then. The only thing is that's kind of treacherous because it's right on the lake. So with it being on the lake with the water, it could have heavy snow, a lot of ice. So it's something to consider. But I definitely think I want to go back and check that out a couple times, see the changes in the seasons, because that is something I've been trying to. I think I want to try to do is document the changes, just because in Michigan, I'm blessed to be able to see a lot of these changes that happen through nature, through leaf changing and the seasons. A lot of places only have one or two seasons effectively. They have all four, obviously, but effectively it's a lot of heat and a lot of cold or things of that nature. So being in a temperate area that I'm at, I'm able to go ahead and enjoy a lot of the perks of that, being able to see the leaves change, being able to enjoy the flowers blooming, things of that nature. So that's kind of stuff that I did. I went out and scouted out some areas, saw some things, took some photos, and just enjoyed myself. It was pretty much more of a road trip, but it was a lot of places that I saw that I know I'll be coming back to for sure. But I'm kind of giving you that. That was kind of the big highlight. A lot of relaxing, a lot of chilling, just hanging out with family, hanging out with friends, and just working. Kind of just unwinding a little bit from school. It's still kind of crazy. Graduation's still coming up here, and I'm debating if I'm going to that. To be honest, I don't know if I want to go. I don't think I need to walk the stage a second time. As much as it's fun, it feels like more of a ceremony for others to celebrate rather than myself. And at that point, it's like, is it really worth it? I'll think about it. But with that, I think I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to go on and do some other stuff. I have to go ahead and edit the video for this, and then I want to go ahead and sit down and record some footage for a series that I'm working on, and then I need to sit down and start typing for a script. So there's a bunch of couple. Wow, my grammar is fantastic. I have a couple things that I definitely can be working on, and I plan on doing so. And that's kind of what the plan is. So have a good night, guys.